Hey YouTube, there's been a question that's been plaguing the music industry lately, and it is, how do you actually make money off of music? Used to be the answer to that question is you get a bunch of people together to make songs that are catchy and that people love, and then you advertise the hell out of it to get as many people to buy those songs as possible. But now that doesn't quite work anymore, because people don't buy music, because people don't have to. So the real question is, how do you make money off of selling music? And that answer hasn't entirely been figured out, but people have figured that it pretty much lies in merchandising. You get as much merchandise sales as you possibly can. You start off by having a bunch of catchy songs that a bunch of people love from an artist, and then you use that love in order to get them to buy just about anything else. Sure, musicians are still selling albums and songs just as they always have, and the normal merchandising like t-shirts and posters are still very much in play and have been for a while, but people have recently figured out that that's just the tip of the iceberg to the number of merchandise that you can sell. You can sell books, movies, perfumes, hats, life-size cardboard cutouts, lanyards, wrapping paper, action figures, you name it, and it exists. And no matter what you sell, you can be pretty sure that your devoted audience is going to go out in droves to buy it, because they want a lot of stuff about you. Sometimes when the artist is particularly popular, that merchandise includes video games, and people make games entirely based on a musician. Sometimes those games are good, sometimes those games are, no. But even when they aren't, they're always interesting. Which is why I'm going to make a series of videos in which I review video games about musicians. Starting off with Spice World for the PS1. In the late 90s, the Spice Girls were absolutely everywhere. You couldn't get away from their music even if you tried, and most people didn't try, because those songs were hella catchy, man. And that notoriety allowed them to make a movie entirely based on the true accounts of their life, called Spice World. Or at least I hope that movie was entirely true to life, because it was amazing and I loved it. And someone decided, hey, that movie did well enough and people like the Spice Girls enough, we should make a video game entirely about them. So they made Spice World. Or just Spice, as it says on the cover. But is Spice World a good game? Does it live up to the legacy of the Spice Girls' amazing pop music? I don't know, I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna go do that right now. Over there. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no.
Right as the game starts, you can see the incredible graphics we're dealing with here, because the Spice Girls in this game look... well, words cannot describe how beautiful the Spice Girls in this game look. I mean, I understand they were going for a stylized and cartoony look when they designed the characters, but why are they all weirdly unflattering? Why is Posh Spice just staring into my soul like that? Why is there a set of lungs atop Scary Spice's head? Why does Baby Spice look so much like Muppet Baby Miss Piggy? And what in the name of Jesus did they do to poor Ginger Spice? Ginger Spice deserved better than that, man. She deserved better. The Spice Girls all voice themselves, as you can tell from the character select screen, where they're all incredibly eager to say the same three things.
Hello.
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 Come on, give it a go.
Come on, give it a go.
Girl power. Girl power.
Come on, give it a go. Girl power.
Hello.
You can choose any Spice Girl you want, but I chose Sporty Spice, because she has the advantage of being able to wear pants all the time. The game then drops you at this freaky-looking planet menu, which I initially thought was a bunch of mini-games you could do in any order, so I went to choose Dance Practice and then...
Sorry, Lance, you can't come in here without an act.
Did that guy just call me Lance? My name is not Lance, it's Connor, or Melanie, depending on if I'm in character or not. Also, what the fuck did that guy just say? What he's trying to tell you is that you have to do all of the game segments in order, but once you go down to the second option in the menu, you can't go back up again. So you have to scroll through every menu option until you loop back to the beginning. That's right, Spice World is a broken enough game that even the menu system is broken, and it lacks the ability to go up, which is like a third of what a menu ever does. But anyways, let's start in the mixing room.
Yo, my friend, if you is chilling and willing, I'll take you through a few moves to get you to your own grooves. Know what I mean?
I don't know what
you know the sound, so pick me a track and we'll get it on the rack.
I am very confused. I don't know what you're talking. Also, what is with that hand gesture? Why are you making sex fingers with your hands?
Can you imagine? Let me just set a scene, okay? You're a musician, and you go and meet your producer who's gonna record your next album, and you're just like, hey, we're gonna work on a lot of really great songs today, huh? We're gonna work on a lot of really great songs today, huh? 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 That would be the creepiest thing ever. Although that probably is a realistic portrayal of how music producers act. Probably are just like this the entire time, so... Okay, I guess that works.
In this part of the game, you have to create a remix from a Spice Girls song, and you have 5 songs to choose from. Wannabe, Spice Up Your Life, Move Over, Who Do You Think You Are, and my personal choice, Say You'll Be There, because that's the funkiest song that has ever been recorded by anyone. And how do you make remixes, you ask? Is it like Amplitude, where you play a game to determine how the song develops? Or do they allow you to add effects and fade certain parts of the song in and out, allowing you to create your own unique mix? Turns out it's neither of those. You just take 9 little clips of the song and cut and paste them together until you have a remix. Is the game saying that in order to remix a song, all you need to do is just cut and paste parts of the original song?
If that's true, just wait until you hear my groundbreaking new remix of Spice Up Your Life. Hit it!
The mixing room works pretty well for what it is, but it's just so boring. You need like 18 song pieces in order to make a finished remix, and it's impossible to go through the entire segment without losing interest in the remix thing entirely at some point, and just mashing on the button that'll get you the shortest clip for a while. It's just entirely unnecessary and unfun, and I don't understand why it's in this game at all, because why? Who wants to do this? But anyways, let's go to the game's next segment, Dance Rehearsal.
Hi! Welcome to the dance studio.
Okay, you see that guy? You see that guy over there? That guy is the best guy ever. He calls dance moves out for you to do, and then as if by magic, you immediately know how to do them exactly as he does. He's like a disco dance wizard who's like force teaching you to do disco dances, and it's amazing. Which is a shame because the segment leaves a lot to be desired. It's just a basic DDR clone where you have to hit buttons in rhythm with the remix you just made. The combinations you have to do are really simple and they're easy to pull off as soon as you get the timing down. Although I failed a few intentionally because it's hilarious just to see Disco Stew demonstrate an elaborate move as he just walk in place just like, huh? But again, this part of the game isn't awful, it's just really boring. And this one has the extra bonus of offering absolutely no replay value. You have to press the same buttons in the same order every time, no matter what remix you made or what Spice Girl you are. And I hope you memorize those button combinations because the dance record segment has you pressing them in order to choreograph a dance to your remix. I had honestly forgotten every combination, but it lists them all in the menu, and I realized Sporty was the only girl who could do a backflip, so I just made her backflip the entire time as the rest of the Spice Girls stared in envy. They wish they were that sporty. Once you finish choreographing moves for your chosen Spice, Disco Guy tells you have to choreograph the rest of the girls too, in a way that only he can.
Okay, let's work another girl through her paces.
Seriously, how creepy is that? I think the Spice Girls need to start hanging out with dudes who are less creepy because it's freaking me out. To think that children played this game. God damn it. Once you're done with watching the Spice Girls do the dance that you choreographed, you can head down to the TV studio to watch the Spice Girls do the dance that you choreographed. But this time you can change the camera angles. It's super exciting. Also, I love how even in-game Posh Spice couldn't give any less of a shit. It's like true to life that way. But all in all, at this point, if you've played the game right and weren't lazy and just copied over a bunch of dance routines like I have, you should have heard your chosen remix about 7 times, not counting the time that you created it. Which is ridiculous, because no one should have to listen to their own shitty remix of Say You'll Be There that many times on that constant a loop. After you experience the magic of film editing, you unlock a filmed Q&A session with all of the Spices, which,
I mean, meeting Prince Charles and having the opportunity to squeeze his bum. Exactly. That is the things that you remember. You know, everything else seems a little bit...
I wish I'd squeezed his bum.
What an opportunity.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that words can't describe the film Q&A session. And that's it. That's the entirety of Spice World. Of the game's 5 segments, 2 of them consist entirely of watching pre-recorded footage, while only one of them is actually a game in any sense of the word. You can beat the entire game and see everything it has to offer in about 20 minutes if you're a huge Spice Girls fanatic and are also awful at rhythm games. And then that's all. That's all the game has to offer. 20 minutes and you're done with the entire thing.
The truth is, in my time, I've played a lot of movie tie-ins and a lot of other general tie-in games, but I've never played something that was this obviously a cash-in, this obviously rushed and just put out so that people who liked the Spice Girls would just buy it no matter how good it was. It's almost an insult to gaming in the first place that it even exists, because it's like, I don't know, some people like video games, make a half-assed DDR thing, and that's it.
The graphics are awful, the sound is really easily grating, and the entire game is 20 minutes long. Literally. It's soulless and bizarre and short and just generally awful in every respect, and when you look at it objectively, it's probably the worst game that I've ever played. But aren't the worst games sometimes the best games? And doesn't every game have its own treasures to offer? No, not at all. This game sucks, and it's awful, and I hate it, and you should hate it too. That's about all I have for today, but thank you for watching, and I should have more episodes covering video games pretty soon. It's gonna be really exciting, and I hope you stay tuned for it, because I'm excited. Yeah!